A somber gathering tonight on Peace Officer Memorial Day to remember and honor 306 law enforcement officers in Minnesota who have died in the line of duty over the last 150 years. 7 names were added to the memorial, including 3 officers who died in the last year. Officers from all over the state had been standing watch over the state law enforcement memorial for over 24 hours before tonight's service.
Meanwhile, in our nation's capital, more than 300 officers from Minnesota and surrounding states are in Washington, D.C. to honor the 8 lives lost in the line of duty this year. This includes Pope County Deputy Joshua Owen and Minnesota native Fargo officer Jake Wallin. Our Morgan Wolf attended the powerful ceremony.
Memorial panel number 45.
It's pretty overwhelming to see that this many lives have been impacted by something so terrible.
Cheers from the sky. Matching waterworks.
Deep breath.
Near the wall.
Just emotional.
There it is.
Fargo police officers remembering one of their own.
But I think that only brings those of us that are still here closer. But I know that we won't ever forget Jake or who he was.
Stepping alongside these over 304-foot-long stone walls, you'll see the names of over 24,000 police officers that died in the line of duty, now including Deputy Joshua Owen and Officer Jake Wallin.
We lost Jake, and we had 2 other officers who were shot in the same incident.
At a solemn national vigil in Washington, D.C., thousands of officers wearing mourning badges.
I just have no words.
Next to countless mourning parents.
He lived a lot of life in a small amount of time, and I wish I could have seen more.
Jake Wallin's parents, Amy and Jeff, and his brother, holding on to memories.
Right as he had just bought a house a couple weeks before July 4th, and instead of working on his brand new house, he came out to the lake with us that day, and that's our last day with him.
Just 10 days later.
3 officers down. Send everybody.
The 23-year-old was shot and killed in an ambush. He was an Army veteran and in the Minnesota National Guard, but only 3 months into his job in Fargo.
To us, he was just our Jake, and we didn't look at him as Officer Wallin or Sergeant Wallin. He's going to be missed, and
the glow of candles in the Capitol, honoring all 118 officers added to the National Memorial.
It just starts to help everyone, I think, just transition through the loss and keep stepping forward.
Overall, this experience is just overwhelming, but also comforting.
A tribute to thousands, now carving out a legacy.
He's outliving all of us now. His name will be here forever.
In Washington, D.C., Morgan Wolf, KARE 11 News.
Burnsville police officers Paul Elmstrand and Matthew Ruge were killed this past February. They will be included in next year's ceremonies.